So we are in a very, very difficult position at the moment, because this is a very important thing in the sense of that we don't get into trapped by our agreements for foreign agreements. I don't know, I don't know about any of people who have read history in the schools, and I don't know, they would have emphasized how the past, the Westerners trapped us by agreements. Here, I don't know whether you all have read, but now something is happening. It is called an agreement with America, and there are 11 countries, but the important people are the Americans. They want to have a trade agreement. Last time, three things have been happening. One was multilateral WTO, World Trade Organization. They are discussing about how internationally people should trade, various problem arises, how to resolve, and so on. So that also didn't succeed, because America and the Western countries want to dominate the third world countries. Secondly, in 2008, America wanted to have a free trade agreement with Malaysia. So in that, it was a fast track. That means it don't go to the Congress for ratification, and it will be carried through with the President's decision. So the question, it is very adverse, it is very against us. I think two people are may be able to explain to you fully the question of how this is going to affect us. This is a very serious implications. It may affect all of you in the subsequent generations also, because they will fix us with so much of traps in the agreement that we cannot move, either in terms of procurement, in terms of investment, patents, and many other things which becomes concerned. So therefore, today we are making this press statement with a view of that we are asking the government not to participate, walk out of the talk that we've done. So this consists of, you see, we are 11 countries.
Including Malaysia is 12 countries.
Huh?
Including Malaysia is 12 countries.
Yeah, 12 countries. The countries currently negotiating Tppa are Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, USA, and Vietnam. So this thing, as far as concerned, Malaysia also already have agreements with Singapore. There's an ASEAN. We also have Vietnam. Then we have Brunei. So there is no need for that. And of course, I don't know whether we have any agreement with Japan. Already have it. So over and above that, Mr. Obama became a very smart fellow. He says America is declining, so I must, being a black president, I must make it strong. So he wanted to tie up both Atlantic and Pacific countries. All must be tightly controlled by America. That is the whole approach by the Americans. So we are opposing it. And here also I brought here that somebody, this is their own country people are saying it this. This is very dangerous to democracy. It's an international corporate coup, and we have to fight it. Somebody saying, you see, this is an American people are saying. So even in America, there are good people who are opposing it. But unfortunately, our government doesn't seem to have the courage to come out of it. That's what we wanted to request them, ask them, appeal to them, whatever we can do in our powers to persuade them to come out of this. So it will affect our people at large, not current generation, the next generation also. So that's what, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, this is the statement you made today. You can read it, and if you want, I can ask Maideen and my guest to explain to you fully. So then, based on that, I will very much ask you, your newspapers must give a full publicity to this. It's a very serious matter affecting everybody. So, Mahesh, you want to say, Maideen, you want to say something?
No, the thing is, the Minister of MITI, International Trade, has invited NGOs for consultation in Europe. And the letter we received was 2 days ago.
On the 11th.
very short time.
Yeah.
You see, this is so important matter. Within 2 years, 2 days, people have. This is just to do a public relation exercise, lah.
So this is not the only consultation. We have had many consultations in which NGOs have participated, and we have sent volumes of letters and documents showing why we should pull out of this negotiation and should not sign any of this agreement at all, because it is not in our interest. Not only we, there are many other countries also where people are objecting to this. But all these, our representations to the government has been ignored. So we feel that this consultation that they are calling for tomorrow is just a public relations exercise. They are not being serious about it. They are not considering the objections that we have been taking, CAP, Sabah Alam, Red World Network and other NGOs. They are not taking it seriously. Now, as it was read out, see, first of all, we have to realize that these trade agreements are not trade agreements. It is actually a much more complex thing which ties your country into an agreement whereby companies, big corporations can sue your government for damages if your government introduces laws or policies to protect the environment, to help workers, to strengthen our economy by helping our own businesses. So if you introduce legislation like this, and they come out and say, look, this is affecting our business, and they can sue our government. And this type of cases will go before tribunals, not here, not before our courts, but tribunals outside, which have been criticized because in these tribunals are judges who very often act as lawyers for the companies. And also, as recent, I think Marquez making an experiment, even in trade, we are going to lose out 6.5 times. We are going to lose out compared to the US. So the thing is, why do you want to sign? Why do you at all want to go and negotiate? You are using resources, money, or people are tied up in these negotiations. And at the end of it, it's not going to benefit us. So that's why you have to realize that these trade agreements are not trade agreements for the benefit, welfare of the people as a whole. These trade agreements are driven by big corporations who want to increase their market and get more profit. And that is why not only we in Malaysia and other developing countries who are opposing it, but even the people in the United States are opposing it, because it is not going to help the ordinary man, it's not going to help the workers, it's not going to help the middle class in the country. It's only focused on the interests of the big corporations. They want bigger markets, they want more profit. That is the whole aim of these agreements. So you have objection not only from here, throughout the world, including in Europe. In America, there are 33 meetings going on all over in America opposing this type of thing. Just now the President read to you, that about one of the chaps in America, they are having a rally, and this is what he said: this is very dangerous to democracy. It's an international corporate coup. It's a coup. And we have to fight it. So you see, even people in the United States realize that. And in fact, what can happen now is that Obama may not get his way through, and he won't get the authority to negotiate a fast agreement with these countries. As a result, he'll get bogged down. So there's no reason for us to get involved in that.
So this is the position. You see, one that within America, what they are saying, ordinary people, Americans, will suffer. It's only to enrich the corporations. See, they are not taking into account the health, the environment, the workers' benefits. They are against all these things. That's why they itself, people who understand the issue, all opposing completely. American people is only meant for 600 people who are holding all the big business.
Yeah.
So that is, yeah, is it?
Corporations.
Yes, so you have anything to say, you know?
Actually, if you see the next page in your statement, we have an analysis on how the TPPA, the cost of us signing on to the TPPA outweighs the benefits. So if you go through that, as Mr. Idris has mentioned, Malaysia already has FTA, free trade agreements with 7 other countries in the TPPA, yeah, except for US, Canada, Mexico and Peru. Yeah? But if Malaysia wants to have still have a FTA with Peru and Mexico, they can go ahead, as a bilateral and not under the TPPA. And we also will be sending you as an attachment annexes regarding what Malaysia is right now trading with US, yeah, the exports and the imports, and also with Canada, with the costs and benefits. Yeah? So we will be sending to you. But in summary, we have already included here in the statement. Yeah? And for that, because we have so many chapters in the TPPA, under the goods chapter alone, our analysis shows that we will, the cost is about 6.5 times greater than what we will receive as benefits from the TPPA. So this is quite high. Yeah?
And
So
this
if you have, so these are the
I mean,
the
this
analysis.
explaining analysis. If any questions, you can ask.
You can ask.
Clarify. And here you see, it has got 2 full thick
2 files.
files.
So all these letters to the ministers, various ministries. Yeah, you can just take a look. This is from 2012 to this year. Even yesterday we sent out some letters.
Every time you're working so hard on this, but I don't know, it's only falls in a deaf ears, but that's what very upsetting. So that's why they put on this. Don't sell Malaysia. So our international trade minister is negotiating to sell, but in the negotiating the very bad way, the sale is very poor sale. His secretary seems to be very keen on getting this through. I don't know, she's got personal interest. He's the Americans, I don't know. Is it? So generally, you have she show you some annexes there. If you have any questions on that, just giving some analysis.
Okay, is this first time CAT boycotting the consultation in the past?
Yeah, we have attended the consultation previously.
This is the first time,
Yeah, we are boycotting. Because
It's useless,
after going through
So
so
many
many
times.
rounds.
and making representations.
But we have been writing time and again, like here, what I'm trying to say, this sort of agreement has done very big damages in other countries. So we sent one letter by Professor whatever, Lim Mahui, who said about South Africa suffering because going into this agreement. Japan is suing Thai government for inserting the cigarette danger, showing the danger. They should not do, because there's an agreement to do like that, see? So they should not do. Then again, India farmers, dairy farmers, have been affected by the agreement with the European Union. And there is a very, very, very famous American economist, Mr. Stiglitz. He also opposed it. Tun Mahathir opposed it. So so many people opposed it, yet our Prime Minister for Trade want to go through it. He has become a dictator himself. I'm very, very sorry for that. You should be asked to resign.
So any say from the Pakistan?
Huh?
Any say from the opposition, the Pakistan, say whether they're supportive of this?
No, Pakistan is no certain stand. It's only NGOs who are supporting. No political parties interested in this.
Oh yeah. So do you think that the Pakistan should actually openly say whether they are supportive of this or not?
No, you see, all political parties are not interested in this. We are NGOs. We are fighting hard.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But they say step their stand, do you think?
Then Pakistan should stand also as a party and then government.
Yeah.
What we know is that they have signed on to a statement which they issued on 11th February, I think, for the draft tax agreement to be disclosed to public for scrutiny. But what we are saying is do not sign on at all.
Another thing they say, this is very secret. That so many discussions going to be there, very secret, it cannot be disclosed. But at the same time, the minister also says it's transparent. And they just bluff people, they call for consultation. Consultation, 2 days notice, and they go there, yes, they'll give you, somebody will take some question, and they will say, yes, we will look into that, we'll go there, we'll do that. So we are very scared about this. Anyhow must be stopped. At any cost must be stopped. It's very dangerous for all of us. Because America putting pressure on our Prime Minister or other ministers, so they are scared not to sign. So that's why all public must stand up. If it is going to affect our interest, our people or even our own administration going to sell them, we have to stop, pull their hands, don't please sign. So that's the position. We're very, very worried. CAB has taken so much effort in this. They sent letter after letter after letter. And again, here you see this very well, very clearly says, is against democracy. We must fight it. This is English paper, Financial Times. And they put up the other things, anything they put up. Then they go down, okay. You see, this is what? Who is it? Nizama. Mahathir. Oh, is it? Malaysia should abandon TV. Yeah, this Mahathir, he said, he was a former Prime Minister, man. TPP will jeopardize Malaysia's trade with China. So it's a very sad thing, man. Should not allow. At any cost, we must all fight. Let us go to corner the minister also. I understand the minister is coming to Penang today at 2 o'clock. Already go and corner him. Now I'm going to tell him why I'm in, so you're keen to sell to America. Why? We have gone through the colonialism for 500 years, man. Still want to go and put under their feet. I don't like, man.
When are they supposed to sign? When are they going actually? Where?
No, they're going through now. You see, they are negotiating.
Yeah.
The one they had in Sabah. They had in one Brunei. Now they are going to have Singapore at the end of the month. So what we say, they can carry on many negotiations. Malaysia get out of this. It's already we explained that 7 countries we already have a free trade agreement. Why you want to go into another agreement? Jayasri from the Ministry of International Trade came. I asked him, what is the compelling reason for this agreement? He says, we are trading nation. He didn't say why. And subsequently, what is the benefit? In the long term, we are going to enslave ourselves completely. Head, foot and mouth will be tied up. So it's a very sad case. I think people must wake up. Unfortunately, we are unable to understand these issues. It's happening in Geneva, now this fellow was thing. The fellow Jayasri told us, why are you having in Sabah? Because the people will come and demonstrate in Malaysia. So Penang, mainland Malaysia. So nobody will, even then people went there. Isn't it?
They were detained for 2 hours. Those who demonstrated.
The phone shown detained for 2 hours. And it was not published in the papers, what can we do? See, unfortunate position, our papers should take a very strong, we are fighting very hard on many issues, but these sort of things, very serious issues, they don't seem to understand, or I don't know what reason they are not blowing up fully to make people understand. See, like you see this in English paper, Financial Times, they put, you see, facts aside. See, these sort of things, unfortunately, our local press don't do. It's not that we are criticizing, but we are appealing to them that they should take very great note of this. Very serious problem.
It seems like since the government still proceed with the negotiations, so is that possible CAP or taking any more drastic action to protest on it?
What's that?
whether CAP is going to take any drastic action.
He's the drastic, he is going to what to do?
Protest.
Protest, I suggest we do it lah. You see, I haven't got resources. One thing I try the high courts lah. I don't have the money to engage a good lawyer and say, government stop this. And direction to the government to stop. No, if you have poor organization, you don't have the money to. If you engage a lawyer, you will ask lots of thousands of dollars. But what else do we do? Otherwise, you go in Satyagraha lah. You die down when Mustafa goes before his car, we lie down there. You hold it. No. That's what we can do. It's a very difficult lah. This fellows, I don't know. The secretary, I have to persuade them to go and sign. So this gentleman is today here, it seems in Butter today. This
Yeah,
morning.
to be Brown in the afternoon. Later.
Hebron.
Brown.
So the question is like that lah. Even in the foreign direct investment, I am not happy. My friend said we are losing. Like you see in many industries that have come here, we are giving tax exemption, import free, then we got cheap electricity, cheap water, cheap land, everything. And again pollution.
Doing workers from Indonesia.
Now workers from foreign countries. So generally I think ladies, you all must become in the unfortunate position, the last 40-50 years, the political people has been turned into apolitical. They don't see the real politics about Islam. They don't take interest in the serious. The internal ethnic question people worry. I appreciate they've got problems, they should take it up. But this sort of serious international problem and all, people don't pay attention. So that is the worrying part of it. Because they sign like that, we suffer. I mean, this fellow will go off after 5 years, poor minister. He has no business after that, isn't it? The British did, the Dutch did, the Japanese, of course, they couldn't do it. They wanted to kill people. And Americans have been doing, and now we also continue doing. So she gave you something in the election. Okay? Is there any questions or anything? And you see this thing? You put the, this from this hand. You give a lot of materials. A lot of us who understand this know. They mentioned to Mahathir. Mahathir is only Prime Minister so much concerned with the foreign affairs. Even though he gave in many areas, but still, he raised his comment on it, but it doesn't seem to hear now. Now he's not in power, what can they do? So, any other questions or any comments? So I would like to appeal to you gentlemen, please do your best. You see, like local people took it up about here.
The pollution.
It has become a bit so instant. The Minister of Environment came, the local Chief Minister go, they take a task
Public
force,
opinion is very important.
task force, this, that, goes on. See, press can help you.
And the press campaign
Yes.
play a very
I give you an
crucial
example
role.
what press can do. And he's not attacking anybody. We are not attacking, criticizing. You have no personal political interest. As simply public interest. So if your papers can follow it up, then of course it will help us, all our people. I give an example from Batswari, very good man. All papers played a very good role.
So the press one, the politic one.
Huh?
The one politic one.
Political.
Yeah lah, unless the issue become politicized, then press will be very helpful lah. That lah.
I don't know I'm a
So you don't
apolitical.
politicize everything, then good lah.
I'm a apolitical person. I don't
So
know.
that's why I'm asking the question whether the Pakatan, you ask the Pakatan Anu, okay, since I was previously the Prime Minister, okay, so set the stand. So why he against the
I think we don't go and ask their views. It's you we have to ask.
Media should ask.
Yeah lah.
Then we just press has to ask.
Of course you have done your part first lah, then
No, listen. See, this we cannot go and ask.
Yeah lah.
We only raise the issue. This you are right. You are rightly pointing out.
Yeah lah.
The press should follow up.
Yeah lah.
Afterward, Mustafa comes and Limingone comes or Anwar comes and answer what she has done.
Ask them.
What's your stand?
When not politics, we cannot follow one.
Yeah, very
because,
good.
because our editor will say, yeah, this one no politics one, so they wouldn't interest.
You're rightly telling them, but you see, they think in the political corner,
Yeah.
but larger interest in distant future. What happened to us? So Mustafa comes up to grill him, and you go and ask, even he's a parliamentarian, our chief minister,
Yeah.
go and ask him, what is your stand?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask? No, it's a very good, TPP, everybody's interest, not our interest only. Everybody's asked our chief minister. He's the secretary general of the very important party, DAP. In actually, you are right, you all must grill all the parties. Go and ask AMNO, go and ask PAS, go and ask this one. Why they are not getting interested in these things? So, that's all. Okay, then thank you very much.